Hey, what it do, YouTube fam? It's T-Dub here. I'm still in Mexico City. Tonight's my last night here. We're going to be heading to Oaxaca bright and early in the morning. Well, for us it's early. We're going to take the 8 o'clock bus on ADO from the Mexico Tapo station. We came in to the Norte station, and that's where most of the buses we've been taking out of here. So I'm familiar with that station, and as I showed on another video, how to get in on public transportation, how to get from the Centro Caminera Norte, taking public transportation, and you can even take the metro. But since we have all the bags, I'm going to go ahead and take an Uber in the morning to the Tapo station, and it has a longer name like the Oriente station, I believe. I'll put it on the screen. The trip to Oaxaca should be 6.5 to 7 hours, and we should get there at like 4:30. But being back here in Mexico has been a blast. Again, I lived here for about a year when I was a kid, and so being back and being able to like just see the place again and share some of these memories with my wife and show her some of the stuff I saw, and then see some new stuff that I've never seen myself, and just to be able to visit as a tourist and not as a migrant and this person seeking asylum in the United States. Being back here has been really surreal. Brought back a lot of memories, a lot of stuff I remember as a kid, just the uncertainty of life. Going to California, a place I'd never been. My mom had been there, my grandma who raised me, and she told me a lot of stories. I don't know, it just brought back a lot of memories, evoked a lot of memories inside of me. But at the same time, it was cool to be back, to just experience the city now as an adult. A lot has changed, obviously, but there's things that have remained the same, like the Zocalo. I spent a lot of time here when I was young, just passing by different buildings and stuff I remember as a kid. Oh, those dogs scared the shit out of me. But then there's things, of course, that have changed. And there's a lot more people here than the 80s. Of course, now we're having a different migrant crisis. In the 80s, it was a lot of Central Americans fleeing the civil wars in Guatemala, El Salvador, of course, where I'm from, Nicaragua, Panama, Honduras. Pretty much all of Central America had some shit going on. Now it's Venezuela, Cuba, Haiti, Colombia, and now we got Ukraine and still people from Central America. Same shit. Empires fucking with other countries, destabilizing them, and then people go where the money is. Follow the money. Anyway, I ain't trying to get too political right now. Anyway, this place is as pretty as it ever was. We saw the Teotihuacan pyramids, which is on my wife and I's bucket list. It was epic. Highly recommended. We went on a tour earlier where we saw the Frida Kahlo Blue House, the Leon Trotsky Museum, where he's also buried with his wife. And we also went to a sports stadium. It's like one of the biggest in the city, in Latin America, actually. I think it's Stadium Azteca, I believe. I'm not a sports guy. A lot of the people on the tour are totally hyped about that more than the other places we visited. But it was cool to see. I know Michael Jackson, Elton John, and the Black Eyed Peas performed there. So that was cool. We got to go into a back room where the players' jersey and all that stuff is, and where they normally change before a game or after a game. But again, it wasn't my cup of tea, but a lot of the people on tour liked it.
That's right.
We're not sports fans, so we're just here.
Yeah, it's
Trying to go to
the
the
Azteca Stadium.
Stadium, yeah, Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. A lot of people seem to like it, though.
It holds 95,000 people. So.
Michael Jackson performed here, and Elton John, and Paul McCartney,
Yeah.
and the Black Eyed Peas, among others. We also checked out the Xochimilco, and normally I don't do tours, but I wanted to do a tour since with the Xochimilco you're basically paying for the cost of the boat. So if it's just me and my wife, we would have had to foot the cost of like the whole boat for like the hour or two that we're going to be on it. So if you're with a group of people, at least you guys can share the cost. So normally I don't do tours, but I did it for that reason. Of course, we got to see the whole city, the Centro Histórico. We went to the Diego Rivera Museum. That was cool. Went to the Bellas Artes Museum. We got it for free since it was Sunday. basically we just explored the whole city. We saw a bunch of stuff, ate a bunch of great food, hung out here at the Zocalo. Like right now, it's like 10 o'clock, and we just people watched, went to the rooftop bar. I mean, there's just so much to see and do in the city, and I feel like we covered most of it, and I tried to share most of that with you guys. I'm going to do the same in Oaxaca, and I'll keep you updated on my journeys after Oaxaca. We plan to bus it straight to Tapachula, and then cross over into Guatemala and head on over to Nicaragua. I do want to check out Guatemala. I don't know if we'll have time to do El Salvador, but I think I'll check out Guatemala on my return trip from Nicaragua. We'll see though, because I'm trying to get back to my home country. But I'll share like the whole journey and document everything that's going on. This is T-Dub. I'm about to go back to the room, get some sleep, or pack and then get some sleep. Catch this bus in the morning. Don't want to fuck that up. So peace. So this is the Tapo Central Camionera, the Oriente station. So I'm here in Mexico City waiting on my bus to Oaxaca, which leaves in about 15 minutes. It leaves at 9. And this is the Terminal de Autobuses, Tapo. And the actual name, that's the name for short. The actual name is the Terminal de Autobuses de Pasajeros de Oriente. Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful. Anyhow, the trip is supposed to be 6.5 to 7 hours. We should get there like 3:40. Hopefully, everything goes smoothly. And I'm looking forward to checking out Oaxaca. So I'm gonna have my coffee now, board this bus, and be on our way. T-Dub. Peace. This one doesn't have very much leg room when the sea reclines, as you see. My wife has short legs, but it's hard for her to get in and out the seat. So if they put theirs back, I'm gonna really be fucked. And this is the footrest. This is the bathroom for the ADO bus. Going to Oaxaca from Mexico City. Wow, there's actually water. Paper towels. Toilet paper.
Olímpicos 2024.
Los jóvenes hemos enfrentado enormes retos, pero demostramos la convicción para superarlos. Nos alzamos por las causas que más importan. ¿O sea que actúas? Hago a la señorita Carlson, la banda. ¿Esa soy yo?
Arrived in Oaxaca. It's like 4:10, so we're 40 minutes late. Since the bus was 40 minutes late. And here we are. I'm ready to get off this bus and eat something and have some coffee. I got some Irish sleep. It's not the best, but at least I'm not tired. Alright, let's get off this bus.
Pero demostramos la convicción para superarlos. Nos alzamos por las causas que más importan.
So this is the terminal in Oaxaca, the main bus terminal for the ADO and OCC buses, ADO and OCC buses. This is like Get Smart shit. Mission Impossible. No? No bueno. We need to get in. So this is the rooftop view from our hotel, guest house in Oaxaca. You can see the bus stop. It literally is a stone throw away from the bus stop. This is pretty pimp. It was raining a while ago. It let up for a minute. Clouds are still dark though. But look at this view. I got that little dog down there barking at me. But as you can see the bus station from here. That's pretty. Not the bus station, the surroundings, the hills, clouds, the sky. At least it's less smoggy here than Mexico City. My breathing's better here. We have been wanting to come here for like over 10 years. And so we finally came over here from Mexico City. We were planning on just staying here for 5 days. And we showed up during this thing called the Guelaguetza. Guelaguetza, baby, 2024. Yep. Talk about sensory overload. had no idea what this festival was or that it was taking place when we came to Oaxaca, and it turns out that aside from Dia de los Muertos, this is one of the biggest festivals they have in the whole city. It's like one of the biggest tourist draws they have during the whole year other than Dia de los Muertos. We lucked out. We ended up coming. I'm half indigenous, my wife is half indigenous, Mosquito tribe represent, Navajo Nation represent. So anyway, we showed up like during this thing, but we had no clue. So now we're gonna prolong our stay because when we got to the hostel, the owner was telling us about the festival, which we didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He was just saying that parade comes down the street. And he's like, yeah, it comes like literally right here, and they'll stop and start partying. I was taking a nap, and then suddenly we hear all this like yelling and hollering and celebrating, and like they're letting off fireworks, and people are just like going crazy. I woke up and my wife and I went out to the front of the hostel, and he wasn't lying. The parade literally comes right to your hotel, right on that side street. And so basically the festival, they'll have tribes from all of the neighboring communities in Oaxaca and Chiapas, and they'll all come down. And yes, they will have pricey things where you can pay to see the different folkloric performances, all the different indigenous performances and stuff. And they'll have that at like the main dome, the main like arena thing. We didn't go into that, but a lot of celebrities went into that. So they'll have a lot of that kind of stuff. But then within the city of Oaxaca, you'll just have spontaneous parades. They'll put on performances, and they'll just have spontaneous street parties, kind of like Carnival. And they'll just go up and down the different blocks partying. Best thing is they'll give you mezcal. This shit's never ending. I was in the middle of a nap. I had some of the best mezcal I've ever had. I even bought a bottle off a dude. Now the samples or whatever are all free. They'll just give it to you. They're not charging. Now some of the other places around town will charge. Like they have a mezcal tasting thing that costs money for you to get in. We didn't go into that. We just did the stuff that the locals did. Are they free?
I don't know, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, the tasting, yeah.
En la feria de mezcal está en venta y tenemos todas las marcas y hay variaciones.
And they'll just go around giving you mezcal, and I bought some of the best mezcal ever, which is mixed with tamarindo. I'm from Nicaragua, so tamarindo is my thing, and it's tamarindo flavored mezcal. During the parade, they were giving out free mezcal, which this guy hooked us up with, and then this other guy came by, and he had like the first guy had regular mezcal, like, which was very good. It was smooth, strong as fuck though. I could see how you could totally get twisted off that. But then the second guy came by, and he was slanging tamarindo mezcal, as well as like this Kahlua coffee tasting one. Anyway, we had to go with the tamarindo one. We're gonna get our mezcal on. Tamarindo mezcal ended up tasting as good as I thought it would taste. So we bought a bottle from dude. He made it at his house. I mean, it's all organic. It's all like the real deal. And so it's just a party on every block. So hot as fuck, yeah. You know how to do it.
Y a sus maestros del sector ciudad. ¿Por qué? Porque este barrio se cataloga con varias escuelas del sector ciudad. Entre ellas, la técnica número 1. Entre ellas, la técnica número 6. Y entre ellas, la escuela primaria del 21 de agosto. Este es el lugar. Perdón, estamos aquí en el barrio de Guelaguetza. Este es el minuto de la firma.
And this goes on for 2 weeks. We were at one of the like crafts markets, hanging out, looking at stuff, buying tourist trinkets. When the girl asked us, like, "Are you guys gonna stay for the Guelaguetza?" And we're like, "Again, I don't know what that is." And she was the one to explain it to us. She explained it better than the hostel owner. And that's when we're like, "Oh, it's an actual festival that takes place for 2 weeks." And she was like, "Yeah, it's like the biggest thing we have here, again, other than Dia de los Muertos." We were like, "All right, we're gonna stay here a little longer." So that's fucking cool, man. But if you ever come to Oaxaca, which I highly recommend you also check out the Guelaguetza. One other thing though I will say is, this is my first time in Oaxaca, and I don't know if this is how it normally is or it's just because of the festival, but like it's very, 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 very hard to find a room here in this city. And I'm assuming it's because of the festival. The owner said that's why. Other people was like, no, it's always like this. But the rooms are kind of pricey too. I'm talking like $50 a night. Now, I know a lot of you Americans out there that travel a certain way probably think that's cheap, but I'm used to going to places in Yucatan and in Sinaloa and Jalisco, Baja. I've been all over Mexico, and we've spent typically $20 to $30 a night on a room for really nice rooms. If you've watched my videos, you've seen the kind of places I stay at, and they're just as nice as some of the higher end stuff. But in Oaxaca, you're dropping like $50 for like a hostel type room. And we stayed at one hostel and we dropped almost $60, 25 for each of us to have a dorm bed. So it's pricey. You're weary of that, just like Mardi Gras in New Orleans or Carnival in Brazil or any of them big events. You're gonna have to book your room ahead in advance. And again, I don't know if that's typical of Oaxaca where it books up that much, but it's a very popular tourist destination, so I wouldn't be surprised. But for sure, during the Guelaguetza, the rooms book up, so make sure you get one. Speaking of which too, rain. It rains a lot out here, a lot. Like it rained every day, and I'm talking like rain, like storming rain. And so the sun will come out, it'll be bright and sunny, and you know, the weather's nice, and then suddenly it just starts pouring. They told me it's not the rainy season, but it rained every single day we were here, and it rained sometimes like for half the day. So just be wary of that. This is Café Oaxaqueño. They put cinnamon and a little bit of sugar. You didn't even have to add cream to this. And of course, you don't have to add sugar. It's perfect. It even has the cinnamon sticks in it. It's good stuff. Perfect for a rainy day in Oaxaca. And now I'm gonna get back to the party in the Guelaguetza. Peace. So this is the centro of Oaxaca, the center of Oaxaca. It's a Thursday, and as you can see, it's lively as hell. Beautiful city. Reminds me a lot of a town called Alamos in Mexico. Anyway, we went there a few years back. Very pretty place. It also reminds me of Granada, Leon, Mazatlan a little bit. Basically any colonial town we've ever been to. Very colorful, very poppy, very artsy. Lots of cafes, lots of restaurants, lots of art galleries, souvenir shops.
Oye, está el vaso para la selfie, ya te un vaso para la selfie.
I'm at the Mercado La Merced, Oaxaca City. I'm about to try one of their moments. I know this is gonna be good. You gotta try this at home. Nicole wants one of these concoctions.
Todos en chili. Gracias. ¿Tiene chamoy?
Ah, no. Este no pica. Es salsa, pero no pica.
This is not hot.
Okay.
Okay, see.
Cheese.
Wow.
Chiquitos.
Sucking it up.
Gracias.
I'm gonna get just a regular old corn on the cob. Regular Latino style. Regular Latino style.
This is Latino style.
Regular Latino style.
¿Tiene tajín?
Claro.
Gracias.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Yo quiero uno de esos. Oh wow. That looks good. So we're gonna try grasshopper on top of our concoction. I call them toasty locos. Yeah, see, I'm just getting corn on the cob. So I got my corn on the cob, and what I meant by regular Latino style, most places, most Latin American countries have a variation of this corn on the cob with the butter and cheese and the chamoy or the tajín. However, this toasty, well, this ain't toasty locos, but the stuff on the tostitos,
Yeah.
this is a Mexican thing. That's what I meant. Obviously, Nicole's happy.
They're crazy.
She wanted to try that the other night.
This
But
is crazy.
you just have your snack, you people watch.
Oh yeah.
There's all kind of entertainment. A lot of folks out. Anyway, this is Oaxaca, Mexico. And we're doing what we do. So now I'm gonna dig in. $6. These Latino people.